Hey everyone, phototristan back with another video. I'm gonna try a little something different in this video and do a POV type video. In this video I'm gonna be reviewing these right here. These are the Sony MDR-Z7 headphones, and they are Sony's flagship top of the line headphones. And I'd like to thank my friend Mike from the Hi-Fi Insider channel who recommended these to me for the price for good closed bass headphones. I will post a link to his unboxing up here because he did unbox these. These aren't brand new. These are like these headphones, have been out for probably about a year or so. So anyway, thanks Mike for suggesting these to me. I'm pretty happy with them so far. I've got a aftermarket balance cable on these. Nothing special, but just so you know, I've got an aftermarket balance cable on these, and they're going over here to my Schiit Molnir 2 setup, which is right in here, so it's balanced. So I'm running a balanced tube, hybrid tube and solid state setup on these headphones. The normal cable, the stock cable that it comes with, is really a high quality, well, not a high quality cable in terms of the sound, but high quality in terms of the connectors. You've got these little screw-on connectors, which works really well. So they actually screw on here. The aftermarket cable doesn't have a screw-on, but they hold pretty securely. But if you're going to be taking these with you or something like that, you probably want this screw-on connector. The screw-on connector is kind of nice, but the cable that it comes with is not a very high quality cable, and it tends to make the headphones sound kind of dark. So that's one of the reasons why I got an upgraded cable, and also I wanted to run balanced, so that's another reason. In the box, it also comes with another set of cables which is specifically for Sony's portable headphone amplifiers. Show you that here, and that's these right here. So Sony's portable headphone amplifiers have a dual, I think it's a 3.5 millimeter left and right, and this also, by the way, is 3.5 millimeter on each ear cup. So that's this cable here. That's to use the Sony in a portable headphone amplifier, which I guess they really probably want you to use. I don't have one of those, so I don't use that. And then, here's your operating instructions and warranty card. These headphones are 70 ohm headphones, which is kind of nice. I like the fact that they weren't super sensitive. So here we go. Here's the place where the box where you can kind of store it and stuff. Real nice, high quality. And then right here is the outer box. It says right here, high-res audio. And it says high resolution 70 millimeter diameter HD driver units, which is really nice. 70 millimeter is a really nice huge driver unit for good bass impact, which is something that we really like. You can also get upgraded. Here's the little diagram of the PHA3, which is the portable Sony balanced headphone amplifier, and you can kind of see how their included cables work right here. How they connect. You can also get upgraded Kimber cables. Kimber has Sony has made a deal with Kimber. You can get upgraded Kimber cables for that as well, which is just a higher end cable than the stock cables that Sony includes. Anyway. These headphones are a very good build quality. The build quality on these for the price is really, really nice. Anyone who is familiar with the prior versions of Sony headphones, such as the XB series, like the XB500, XB700, and XB1000, will know that those ear pads were kind of cheapy feeling, and those ear pads tended to flake off because they were just vinyl, I guess, some kind of a coated vinyl. So over time, the oils on your skin and stuff would interact with them, and they would kind of just start flaking off and deteriorating. These, I think, are a much nicer ear pad. I think these are more of a protein leather, and I don't think you're going to have that problem with these in terms of the coating flaking off. I could be wrong on that, but these just seem a lot better. The pads seem like a not microfiber, but memory foam type pad, so they're really super comfortable, and you can kind of see the big driver inside there. The drivers are angled as well for better sound into your ear. On the headband, you can kind of see the left and the right indicator here, and then you also have numbers here on the steps, so when you adjust the size of the headband, you can match the numbers on each side so that you're at the right sort of adjustment on that. The headband is also very soft and quite comfortable. Clamping force on this is, I would say, not too hard, which is really nice. So all in all, they've really got the comfort right on these headphones quite a bit. They're made in Japan as well, so not China. That's another plus. Very, very good build quality in general. Now these aren't totally sealed. You can see here on the bottom, they've got a vent right here. They've also got a vent right here on the top on the ear cups, and that's for the bass, I guess. So, you know, they aren't totally sealed, and you won't get, you know, a complete like isolation with these. Also, people in the room can hear your music a little bit as well when you're playing them, so that's something to note as well. Very impressed with these so far. They have that signature Sony sound, which is a really, really good bass, quite good highs, and the mids are slightly light though. So the mids aren't necessarily the strong point on these. I wouldn't say the mids are bad. It's, you know, really quite listenable, and no problem with them at all. Especially since I have these hooked up to my balance headphone amplifier, and I have tubes. I'm running tubes on there, so that provides more of a mid-rangey sound for these. But I have heard some people think the mids on these are a little bit thin, and they do things like they modify them by putting some foam in here, you know, cutting out little pieces of felt or foam and putting them in the back of the ear pads here, just to sort of absorb some of the frequencies, like the high frequencies and stuff, and give better mids performance. I have found that I have not needed to do that. I just EQ the mids up a little bit in my player. So on my computer here, I use Amara, and where is my Amara window? Here we go. So here's my Amara, and then I use. So what I do on the EQ here is at about 970 hertz, I bring the dB up about 2.5, so that gives me a little bit more mid-range there with these headphones. And then I also do some bass boosting as well, even further, depending on the music. If I want to listen to music where it really, really thumps, then I'll even boost the bass a little more. But you don't have to do that, because these almost have like a built-in bass boost just when you're using them normally. So that's pretty cool about these headphones. One of the reasons I wanted to get these headphones is because I wanted a headphone with really good bass that are almost like Basshead headphones, but still sounded good throughout the range, like the mid-range as well as the highs. And these headphones really do fit the bill. A lot of headphones that are quote-unquote Basshead headphones sound really crappy. I mean, they're just kind of like, they just play the bass really well, but then the mids and the highs aren't, you know, presented to you well. Whereas with these, you have really good bass, and, you know, super, super boomy and bassy, especially if I add some EQ and boost the bass a little bit more. But then the mids and the highs are also very musical as well, and quite nice. With the stock cables though, these headphones do have a little bit of a dark signature. So one thing, if you're going to get an aftermarket cable, you might want to get a silver plated copper cable, which should add a little bit of the highs. It is a subtle, it is going to be a subtle difference, but that can certainly help, and that's what these are. So it made it a little bit better performing in the highs, basically. So let's see, what did I miss here? Looking at some of the specs on the website, you can see it retails for $6.99. You can probably get it for a little less. Wide frequency response here, high sensitivity for clear performance, closed back design, all metal design, made in Japan. Luxurious leather ear pads for total comfort. I can definitely attest to that. These headphones are super, super comfortable. And yeah, here are the Kimber cables that I was talking about right here. If you go on their website, you can see these Kimber cables are $249. Really not bad for Kimber, because I went on Kimber's website to price a 4-pin XLR cable for these, and they wanted $850 or something like that, which is pretty outrageous. So, you know, if you can use this cable and you have the PHA-3 amp or something, I'd probably recommend these at $249. That's a pretty good price. Features. Let's go into the features. Oh, that's where I was. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for that web page. The 70mm drivers is something that I really liked with these because the big 70mm drivers is really what can give a real nice pounding bass response. So I think for Basshead headphones, these are probably one of the best that you can get. Certainly they don't focus just on the bass though, because they have a good full range and nice clear sound throughout the range. And that's really what I like about these. They sound really, really good, and you know, just a nice bass response, but not like totally over bassy like the Sony XB1000s or something like that. From what I understand, these are really much better. And these are, you know, considered like the flagship top of the line Sony headphones as of this video. So quite nice for the price, and I don't think they have much damping inside the ear cups, however, so some people have kind of complained about that, and that might be one of the reasons why the mids aren't necessarily real smooth on these. But again, with a little bit of EQing and the fact that I'm running this balanced and also with a tube amplifier, I really don't notice that very much. What I do notice, however, is compared to more expensive headphones like the Sennheiser HD800Ss or something like that, these headphones don't resolve as much. You just don't get quite as much detail. So in that respect, you kind of do get what you pay for, you know, with regards to headphones. But these really aren't too bad, and running balanced especially helps quite a lot in terms of providing more detail and more power to the headphones as well. So you get a much better sound that way. By the way, you see like all these pads and stuff on my desk. I just have these to protect the desk, so like if I'm working and I need to get up and go use the bathroom or something, I can just put these down right here, and I don't have to worry about the headphones damaging the desk or the desk damaging the headphones. So that's kind of nice. Sometimes what I do too is to store them, I even just put them like this, and I don't use like a headphone stand or anything, and then I have a microfiber cloth right here, and I just kind of go like this to prevent the dust, and I'll just kind of leave them like that, and that's been fine. That keeps them, you know, almost like brand new. So that's one way of kind of like storing the headphones and stuff without having to put them in the box or put them on a headphone stand or something like that. And you know, that tends to work pretty well for me. But like these things here, just for like if I want to put a drink or something down, I don't have to mess up my my desk, you know, with putting stuff on them or putting headphones or electronics on them. So that's what these pads are for. Anyway, I don't know what else I can say about these headphones. I like them a lot for the price. Again, they're quite bassy, got a little bit of a dark signature, which I like, but I can listen to them for a long time and not have any like ear fatigue or anything like that. So that's a good sign. You know, the highs aren't overly accentuated or anything like that. With the stock cable, they definitely have quite a dark signature, so you might want to think about upgrading that. And also the dark signature will depend on your amplification and whether or not you're running single-ended or balanced or anything too. I mean, these can run perfectly fine directly out of an iPhone. However, certainly they're going to sound a lot better with an amplifier. So while these Sony MDR-Z7 certainly can't compare with headphones costing like double the amount or even triple the amount, like higher end headphones such as like the Focals or something like that, or the Sennheisers, or even like the you know, Odysseys and things like that, I think that these headphones for the price are really quite nice, and probably compare pretty favorably to headphones costing up to about $1,200. So, you know, check them out. They're definitely a fun listen for sure. They sound great for EDM and hip hop and rap, just because you get that really nice bass, but then, you know, your music is still clear and it's not muddy or anything like that. So for discussion and community, be sure to check the comments field, and if you like this video and this new style, be sure to give it a thumbs up. I'd like to know what you think about it. For pricing and availability, check the description field as well. See you in my next video.